What is up, guys, and welcome back to another video. In today's video we got the Range Rover Velar SV autobiography, and this car is a bit like carrot cake. And as usual, we're gonna take a look at the engine, and then looks, and then luxury, and finally performance. And starting with it's a very windy day today, and we're both underdressed and it's cold. But anyways, we'll start with the engine. Range Rover Velar SV autobiography comes with a massive 5-liter V8 supercharged engine that makes 550 horsepower and 502 foot-pound of torque. And of course, it's got all-wheel drive, which will help this car do 0 to 60 in 4.1 seconds. And when we move on to looks, the front end is majestic, to say the least. Well, compared to the rear end, which we will get to in a second. Range Rovers always look luxurious with a dab of aggression. For example, I find this bumper a little aggressive, and these headlights are straight up from the... I mean, they all look the same, to be completely honest with you. But I'm sure you get my point. The front end looks really nice. And when we move on to the side, it's very, very nice. Well, at least up till here. Because if you go further past that, then that's where it's a little awkward. Don't get me wrong, I think it's really nice, and they've got that coupe look that they were looking for. Our door handles that just pop out. I find that to be activities of low testosterone and high estrogen. Moving on to the rear end. What the... In slightly more polite words, take a look at it. It's too thin compared to the front, which I've never seen before. But whatever. Let's just call it a car that's got a nice personality. Like you. And then down there, you've got these exhaust pipes that produce this sound. And when the trunk decides to open up, you get a lot of cool things. For example, you get a spare tire, a rim that's matched to the rest of the rims on the car, which is something you don't get much often. You also get these two very interesting buttons right here. One of them will lower the car for you, and the other will make it go up. Raise it, I guess, is the word. But I mean, look, if I take a seat here and I press on it, I am going down. I think this all the way down. But now I'm going up. Oh. Wow. I mean, it goes pretty high up. Anyways, you get the idea. The thing that always surprises me in Range Rovers is how so very comfortable they are. It is fine British luxury. For example, you get a screen. You get a screen with a lot of cars nowadays. So you also get an AC vent, which is something you also get with a lot of cars nowadays. But you do get a button here that will move the seat for you. It takes a little bit of time, but it works. I mean, it's not really effective, is it? Because the part that moves is not the part where your lower back is on. Anyways, you do get a couple of storage units here. One up here, one down there. You get a very nice chrome door handle. I don't think... Is that chrome? You do get a nice door handle, regardless of what it is. You do get also some storage space back here. And you do get two... that, and also that. Whatever that is. And when we move on to the front seats, you've got no bucket seats like we've seen in the SVR. However, seats are extremely nice and comfortable. You do get cooled and heated seats, and you also get a massage function, which is called the stress relieving massage, which is nice. And I'm going to be completely honest with you, the whole entire interior is extremely nice. I very much like it. I think it's very luxurious. I think it's very nice. Both these screens are very cute. I mean, and the things you can do with these two screens, I'm pretty sure it's endless. You do get Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, and you do get all that fun stuff. But I believe the top screen is a bit more for navigation and media, and then the bottom one is for more AC and vehicle related things, and seat related things, and climate related things, and all that stuff. Now, there is a lot of different terrain modes and stuff like that. But obviously, based on the number of subscribers we have, you know, I'm not going to talk about those. And yeah, now that we've spoken about the car, let's take it out and see how it performs. This also happens to be my favorite part of filming videos. But before we do, I need to take some drone shots, and then we'll go. I mean, obviously, you'll just see me driving the car now. All right, guys, here's what we're going to do. Car's in sport mode, brakes all the way in, gas all the way in, and... pretty powerful. It's pretty powerful for an SUV. It wasn't a good launch, to be honest with you, because yeah, you see, now that was good. Let's try one more launch. Racing. Nice. You could almost feel the car lift off, no? So to be completely honest with you, it's a very aggressive launch. It's an aggressive launch. It's nice. This bird wants to commit. It launches very nicely, and it's so responsive. It's pretty aggressive as well, but it's got that boaty factor to it. It's a bit of a boat. Excuse me, sir. Thank you much. Does it pop? No popping. Nothing. Just sounds like engine abuse to me. Wow. This is hands down the fastest SUV we've ever been in, right?
What, the SVR?
No, this is much faster than the SVR, because that SVR we reviewed was slightly older than this car, so it's definitely not going to perform the same. But it does have the same 5-liter V8 supercharged engine. But I don't remember it. I mean, I don't remember ever driving an SUV that felt that way or had quite that push to it. I'm actually rather enthused by this car and the way that it drives. The handling is the handling is definitely not. You know what? It's not bad, but it's obviously not the best. I mean, it's not a quite stable, but it's also not bad. And the sound it makes is very nice. Unbelievable response, and the gas pedal of this car it's unbelievable. If we put this car in normal drive mode and we go over speed bump, it's nice. Then we press gas. It still sounds as good. Okay, so it's not as aggressive as it is in sport mode, but it's definitely not a completely different story. I'm gonna put it back in sport. Unbelievable. So we did escape traffic a little. We're gonna put the car back in sport. I think like at higher speeds, it begins to get boring. I think the fun factor of this car is when you're going a little slow and then you just step on it and it just goes. You see, right now, it just became boring. The only letdown of this car is the way that it looks. And by the way that it looks, I mean more specifically the rear end of this car. It's a bit hideous, to be honest with you. So yeah, it is a very, very nice car, but it's definitely a little quirky, as in big engine, nice car. I mean, it's a nice car. It's a nice car, and that's all I have to say about it. All right, guys. So the camera just ran out of storage twice, and the cameraman just said, "Please say bye," and just closed. So my hands are tied. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you are new here, don't forget to subscribe. And if you would like to know anything more about this car, comment down below, and we'll I don't know what we're gonna do, but yeah, I will see you guys in the next video.